Hello and welcome to another lesson brought to you by LearnDrumsLive.com. In today's lesson, we're going to look at a way in which we can take a simple one-measure phrase and use it to build up our ability to play singles and double strokes over a triplet rhythm. So what I mean by that is this: if you have the measure that you're looking at the measure right now that we're going to use, and this measure is actually the first measure on one of the pages that I use a lot in Ted Reed Syncopation, but this can be applied to any rhythmic phrase that has a combination of eighth notes or quarter notes, eighth notes and dotted quarter notes and so forth. But anyway, if you look at that pattern, the pattern is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? We're going to take that pattern, but instead of playing it straight like that, we're going to swing it. So it would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and so forth. Obviously, I just looped that one measure. But just to make sure that you understand, when you are playing a swing pattern, really what you're doing is you're kind of superimposing those notes over a triplet feel. So this, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and it's the same as 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Because when you're swinging something, you're really focusing on the first note and the last note of the triplet. But anyway, I hope that most of you guys understand that already. But hopefully, if you don't, it'll make more sense as we go. So this concept is basically we are going to play single strokes where there's a note written, and we're going to play double strokes as filler. So what that is going to sound like is this. I'll play a hi-hat on the quarter note, so we have a nice pulse. Okay, so it's like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay, so remember there's double strokes in between the single strokes, and the single strokes are based around that pattern. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. It's kind of tough to play that and count it. I need to work on that. But anyway, so that's the idea, okay? So you notice I'm playing the single strokes as accented, and the double strokes is quieter, right? A little bit ghosted. So, right? 1. Okay? So that really works well. Play those kind of patterns. And again, this concept can be used with any one of those kind of measures that is a combination of eighth notes and quarter notes, or eighth notes and quarter note, dotted quarter notes, something like that. And syncopation is a great reference. So let's look at how we can use this concept and start moving it around the kit. Okay, so now what we're going to do, instead of playing the single strokes on the snare drum, we're going to play the single strokes on the toms and the double strokes on the snare drum. So if the single stroke would fall on the right hand, we'll play it on the floor tom. If it would fall on the left hand, we'll play it on the rack tom. I'm going to do that while I'm playing 2 and 4 on the hi-hat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay, so it's 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Remember, we're just playing the single strokes on the toms, okay, and the double strokes on the snare drum. Hi-hat on 2 and 4. You don't have to play the hi-hat on 2 and 4, but it's this little independence thing. You also play chord notes, play nothing at all, the 1 and 3, whatever. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, you can play a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. That kind of thing, right? All right, so that's how you can play it between the snare and the toms. Now let's look at how we can apply it to the cymbals and add the kick drum. Okay, so now we're going to look at how we can apply this concept and use the cymbals and the kick drum. So I'm going to do this real slow, and I have to tell you, this has always been troublesome for me, these kind of things, especially playing with the left hand up on the cymbal. So this is a good thing for me to work on. I need to work on it more. But if you have those same kind of issues, then this may be helpful for you as well. So okay, so basically we'll just start with like a real slow jazz pattern, hi-hat on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Remember, we're doing the same thing as we're doing here, except now we're playing the right and left hand on the cymbals, and we're adding the kick drum to accentuate that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay? 1, 2. Okay, it's a little bit faster, right? Okay. So anyway, take your time with this. I've definitely got to work on it. I'm constantly having to work on my left hand, and this seems like something that would be very helpful. And again, this concept can be used with any of those kind of rhythmic phrases of eighth notes and quarter notes. And syncopation is a great resource to find those kind of rhythms. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this. Until next time, thanks for stopping by.